Okay, family photo over here. Right in front of this most important palace in the Forbidden City, as well as the tallest one, 36 meters tall. That was the place where the emperor celebrated their birthdays, the Chinese New Year, and also ascending ceremony for the new emperor were taking place in this palace as well back in the day. The last emperor Puyi, who ascended the throne here in 1908 at the age of only 3 years old. The movie, that one you're seeing, that one, which actually filmed right here inside this palace in 1980s, which won 9 Oscar awards in 1988. So let's take a picture right standing in front of this most important palace in the Forbidden City.
That's the latest iPhone. It has iPhone 15. Roger. Roger? We'll use yours then.
iPhone 15 works better. Okay, stand together. Family photo. Okay, beautiful photo.
From the waist up.
Yeah, waist up.
Yes.
Half body photo. 1, 2, 3, cheese. More. Okay, more. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Excellent. Hold on, the Polaroid.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know how to work on that one. Where's the pun?
1, 2, 3, cheese. Oh my god. I made a mistake. One more. 我好像找到我的帽子。
Took a picture of your head.
1, 2, 3, cheese.
Okay, you can check the photos. This is a marble passage. Yeah, the most important line in Beijing. So back in the day, all the most important buildings were built along this central axis. Tiananmen Square on that way, and then here, the Forbidden City, the drum tower, the bell tower, used as a place to announce the time every day back in the day, and even the Olympic Village, they all built along this central axis. So it still plays the most important role for building any iconic construction in Beijing. Only the emperor could walk along this marble passage. The other people, they were not allowed. Yeah, every day.
You lived in Los Angeles?
Me? No, I'm a local. I live in Beijing. But I visited Los Angeles for a couple of times. Yeah. Okay, here. Now we can see that hill. You see, there's a small palace was established on the top of the hill. Yeah, that was the place where the last emperor in the Ming committed suicide on April 24th, 1644.
So that was built in his honor?
No, that one was rebuilt in the next dynasty in the Qing. Nothing to do with his suicide. Yeah. But he killed himself over there. And here, let me show you a short video clip about the last emperor, the movie which was filmed right here. The little boy, his father is kneeling next to him, but the little boy who couldn't sit still.
Do you think he realized what was going on?
No.
He's too young.
3 years old.
And his father was trying to calm him down. His father said to him, his father said, it will soon be over. Try to calm this little boy down. And he repeated again, come down, come on, it will soon be over. Don't move around, stay still, it will soon be over. He repeated 3 times. And this official, the other officials got so shocked because they thought that his father may suggest that the Qing dynasty will soon be over. Oh. Yeah, because that's a bad luck. His words jinxed the dynasty. And only 3 years later, after his father repeated it 3 times, the dynasty was really over. After 267 years ruling the country. So his father's words really come true. And the little boy is walking out of the palace, and he's walking in the middle. Nobody allowed walking in the middle except the emperor. Okay? And giving audiences, all those officials, where they were kneeling on the ground to perform kowtow to this baby emperor. The sedan chair prepared for the emperor. Even inside the Forbidden City, the emperor will be sitting in the sedan chair and be carrying it around. Okay, now we are going to see 2 more palaces over here, and then we'll take a coffee break. He died in 1938. Even to the day he passed away, who still considered himself as a loyal and affectionate servant of the last emperor.
The last emperor meaning the child emperor
Yes.
or before
Yes.
him?
Yeah, meaning the last emperor, the child emperor.
What, 1924?
No, 1924. He was kicked out of here in 1924 at the age of 18. And by the last emperor, who was made as a puppet emperor eventually by Japanese, and captured and being sent back to China after the founding of the People's Republic of China in 1949. He kept in prison for many years and received this amnesty in 1958, and received a job in the botanical garden as a gardener.
Yeah, it's really interesting that he didn't get executed after the empire collapsed. He worked as a gardener.
Because most of those last emperors at the end of each dynasty didn't end
No, they
well.
never end well.
So like the Ming emperor who killed himself at the age of 34, and many of them were either to be killed by their enemies or killed themselves or being captured and being tortured to death at the end. So they didn't end up well. So by the way, let's take a picture of this, which is taken right up there on the 2nd floor on that balcony. The last emperor who's wearing a pair of sunglasses and standing in the middle, and the teacher is standing next to him, together with his 2 brothers and 2 eunuchs. The little boys over here, they're the eunuchs, work for the emperor. Okay, and the Forbidden City is also decorated with 1,000 pieces of those Thai rocks. They were quarried from the bottom of southern China. And
do you know the year the Japanese first invaded here?
yes, in 1937 to 1945. They occupied Beijing for 8 years and plundered a lot of stuff away from here. Yeah, we're currently standing in the deepest part of the inner court. 3 palaces built over here, another 3 palaces built symmetrically over here, making 6 palaces in this area. On the other side, the eastern part of the central axis, there are another 6 palaces were built, make a total of 12 palaces to accommodate emperor's ladies. So each palace can accommodate from 1 to 10 ladies. So basically, the emperor would have had around 100 ladies. We can visit one. Okay?
He was busy.
You're kind of busy. Okay, so this is one of the 12 palaces. They look very similar, and which each of the palaces composed by 2 palaces, 2 buildings. The building over here, and there's another building stand behind it, is the other place where the ladies live. And the emperor, empress, and the concubines, many of them lived here for like 500 years, in 500 years history. And the building is divided into 5 sections. The sleeping chamber over there, you'll be seeing a small, narrow bed used to accommodate that lady in the Qing dynasty. The bed is very long and narrow, serving the purpose of 长寿 or longevity. So that person could enjoy the longevity and also prevent the emperor from sleeping together with the lady. The lady had to go to the emperor's palace rather than sleeping together in their residence. So sleeping chamber and the changing chamber where they change their clothes. Audience chamber, give audiences like a meeting room. And there's a breakfast room where they had breakfast. And there used to be a religious room where they practice the Buddhism on the everyday basis if they live here. Let's go up and take a look. Let's have a look. This animal sign. Are you familiar with this animal bird? What does it look like?
A gargoyle?
No, it is not gargoyle. This is as a bat. Bat has the same pronunciation as the happiness in Chinese. That's why they use a lot of bats to decorate their house, the palace, even the door. And there's a bat over here which stays right in front of this copper money. You see the copper money? Money pronounced like a qian. Qian means something ahead of you. And then there's a hole. Hole refers to your eyes. So this is the metaphor of a happiness stays right in front of your eyes. Open the door, you'll be seeing the happiness. Enter the door, you'll be seeing the happiness right in front of your eyes. That's what the metaphor is.
Nice.
Yeah. And then over here, we can see those, the emperor or empress air conditioning system.
Oh.
That's a mechanical fan.
Oh. And they sit there in the air.
Yeah. And also, there's a spring mechanism which is hidden inside that box. So people can wind it up, and then the fan blade will start to rotate and bring the cooler air to the people who live in this area. The fan blade is also in the shape of the bat. Yes. Mm-hmm. And this room over here, we can see the sleeping bed for the ladies right inside. Not that big. So that's a ladies' bed, as long and narrow, serving the purpose of longevity. So back in the day, the emperor and empress, and even those wealthy people, they prefer to sleep in a small room.